Can I get to my own live like this? Huh. It doesn't say that I'm going live. Am I live? Yes. Whoa, my glasses are filthy. All right. Apparently we're live. And it won't let me see my own live. See if you can find an iPad or something. So, hey, we are doing a very impromptu live stream here tonight. I've got some new hardware, and when I say I have some new hardware, I mean filthy. So this is just a really short impromptu live stream to test the new equipment that we have. And I thought we'd do something fun, and that is to put some 3D printed earrings together and just talk about the tools that we need for it. So if you're here, hi. I have no way to see the chat right now because it won't let me see that I've gone live. So bear with me while we get like something. And you like my fancy working glasses? Okay, so if you're joining us, what we're going to do is we're going to make some earrings, and I have some very big ones that I'm going to show. Now, we are widescreen with this, so if you have not joined a live stream on TikTok that is widescreen, you can actually turn your phone sideways and you'll be able to see this bigger. The other thing is, these glasses are hot. The other thing is, if you look up at the top, there should be a bell. Like if you click our account, Filament Stories, there's a bell. And so we're going to try to go live more on TikTok in the future. And if you push the bell, this is like some of the other platforms have had, you'll get notified when we go live. So I know, I don't know how to see our own live either. I know how to see our own live. I know how to do it. Ha ha ha. Can you guys hear me? I know how to see our live. Yes, I know how to see our live. Okay, we have more people joining. We're just trying to figure. Hey guys, this is a very short live stream tonight. Oh, look, there's stuff in the back. And I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna look. Oh, you can hear me? Okay, there we are. Okay, so let me join the live. Look at that, I can join the live. Okay. Hey guys. Okay, we have 10 people here. Oh, this is exciting. Okay, so, hey, I like 3D. All right, very short live stream tonight. We were working on the hardware. We have new hardware, and we're trying to get this going. So I don't know if you noticed, but we're really wide here, right? So a couple things. First of all, if you take your phone and you turn it sideways, you'll actually be able to, wait a minute, did I turn the wrong way? Sideways, you'll be able to see the live. Or up, nope, that's not true. There is a little rectangular button. There you go. Push the rectangular button, and it'll take you to, look at me. I'm looking at me. Oh, that's kind of freaky. This is my backup account, Filament Story, which nothing happens on there. So, but sometimes people will say, oh, someone has a copycat account. Okay, the other thing is if you click on our name, Filament Stories, you'll see that you can actually see the bell. If you click the bell, it's a notification thing. Other platforms have had this for some time, but you will be notified in the future. Not wearing pants. I know. I have not been live in a long time. I used to go live a whole lot, and it was back in the day, we called it print talk. So what we would do is we would get a really long print, and we would put it on a printer, and every now and then we would come into the room, and you guys wouldn't see us, and not just content creators, anybody. We would all be putting prints on there, and it was a lot of fun, and my kids would come downstairs, the studio's in the basement in our house, and they would say, Mom, do you have a live stream running? Because we would have a print running, and, you know, kids, they would be running around doing whatever, and I'd be saying, put on pants, guys, we can't go to dinner if you're still in your pajamas. So, okay, let's do this. This is a short live stream tonight. What we're going to do is talk about how to easily make 3D printed earrings. Now, the 3D printing part of this is really easy, and I'm going to put some information up. I won't be able to put it on the screen, but let me show you. I'm going to go to my top-down camera, right? So I have got just some little Let me see if I can get it. We're going to focus on this. Look at this new technology, right? So this one was a little more complicated, had some prints, but I love these because I did a whole set of these. These were my husband's idea. They're like, oh, nothing thick. 15 of them took something like 10 minutes to print, but they're great to give as gifts if you have extra. Here, Cindy, go face up on me. Yeah, if you have a little ends of filament or something, you might as well use them for something. So if you've never made earrings before, they're very easy. You're going to need a few things. The first thing that you're going to need is you're going to need 2 pair of pliers. Now, you can get all kinds of pliers. I like the kind, so these are, what do you call them? Not needle nose. I guess needle nose is right. So these are pliers that you get in jewelry making. The other kind that I have, and you can just get 2 of those, is this has this sort of bent end. What do you call it? The bent piece. I like that because I can grab the pieces easier. You're going to need 2 pair of pliers depending on what you're doing. So some of the models you won't need it, some you will. The other thing is you're going to need the earring. I'm going to grab these. Unrelated question. Hey. Yes. Braille keycaps. Hi, very nice to meet you. I like 3D. My daughter is blind, and Braille keycaps. Okay, for the keyboard, that's a great question. That is a great question. Is it something, have you seen that where you can 3D print the Braille keycaps? Or is it just somewhere where you can buy them? I wonder if it's where you can 3D print them. That would be, okay. I'm going to see if I can find out an answer for you and see if we can get...
There's some printable
on Printables, printables.com?
But I don't know about purchasing already made ones.
Oh, okay. So, well, hold on. With a name I like 3D, do you have a 3D printer and you can print, if we have a model that you can print them? Saw a video, of Simone.
I searched for on printables.com, Braille key.
Okay, so Asylum Life Makes just said he sent some links to Chris. Okay, so it looks like printables.com, if you search for Braille and key, there's at least one that comes up. And maybe what we can do is if we can see, and also on Thangs. And Thangs is...
Put a link in the chat. I don't know if it works.
Okay, there's a link. Can we click links in the chat?
I don't think so.
Okay, and Asylum Life Makes says search on Thangs, right? And that's, I just love the name of that site, THANGS. But we can also connect after this and see if we can. So Asylum, if you will take a note and
Send it to you, not to me.
I was going to say, hold on just a minute. Let me do this. Oh, I can't log. Yeah, we need, I like 3D. Let me see if I can friend you, because that way we can send messages. And because the way TikTok works is you can't send messages unless you're friends. And that,
Send it to Filament Stories, not to Chris.
not to Chris.
Asylum Life.
Oh, Asylum Life. Okay, Asylum Life, can you send it to Filament Stories?
I'm logged in.
Because he's logged in as that. And Chris is my husband and my excellent tech support who is that way. Okay, so yeah, I like 3D. Let's make sure we can get you an answer to that. What's the best filament for printing statues? Oh gosh, best filament for printing statues. Well, there are some really good granites. I mean, I love granite. Greengate 3D has a beautiful PET G granite. I think Cookie CAD has a really nice granite. I'm trying to think, what else are my favorite granites? Let me think on that one. Any suggestions in the... And actually, well, hold on. Let me pull this up.
Cotswold limestone.
Oh, gosh, Cotswold limestone. Oh, my gosh. I'm so glad you said that. So this depends on where you are. In the UK, there is a company, 3D Tomorrow, and so they ship not only UK, but around the EU. And they have this one called Cotswold limestone, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so let me show you this. I'm going to put this on the overhead. Can we overhead this? Okay, oops, let me back up here. and then we'll see it. So this is, I just love this. This is Spectrum 3D Spicy Copper. And wow, does this Statue of Liberty shine in that. So I suppose it depends on what you're looking at for doing statues because, and there are just so many filaments that might make it look really nice. Yeah, Cookie Cad, vanilla chip is the one. That's right. They have a mint chip and multiple chips in the chip family. Anyway, speaking of this lovely, shiny, spicy copper is the name of this filament. This is what these earrings are made in. And so very easy to do. You really need 2 pair of pliers and you need these, what do we call them? The ear wire, I think is the name for them. And I've got to go backwards on this. The ear wire. There's a whole lot of kinds of these. And they pretty much all have the same end where there is a little ring on the end. And that's the important part. And then you need a model that has a hole in it where you can connect it. All right. So I'm going to connect these up, but before I do, depending on what model you get, you might notice, these are all flat. All the ones that we did are flat. So I'm going to show the trees, right? Here are the trees. So it doesn't matter if I have these, I can print them exactly the same. There's only one model, and then I would hook it up so that I would have mirror images on them for my ears. Some models have a protrusion, right? So they're flat on the back, but then they protrude. So if that's the case, in your slicer, you want to have it mirror it and mirror it in the Y direction if there aren't 2 opposite ones. Now, once you've got that, the next thing that you want to do is connect your ear wire. And there is, oops, this is the earring. Yeah, so I'm going to stand up so I can get this a little bit closer. Thanks for bearing with me here, guys. Okay, can you zoom on that? So all we're going to do is connect the ear wire into the hole that this model has. Now, this is a very easy step to do because it's thin. So all we have to do is open up this ring and drop it in. And that's not going to work always, but in this case, let's do that for the dove. And I'm going to take the ear wire, and there is a right way and a wrong way to do this. What you don't want to do is you don't want to take the ring, oops, let's see if I can get this. You don't want to take the ring and pull it open along the path of the circle. If you do that, you're going to put strain on the metal. What you want to do is rotate it to the side. So let me see if I can do that with my pliers here. In a way, oh, can we do it? Can we do it where we can see it? Let me see, hold on, where is it open? Okay, just a second. Here, let's see if I can get this. And all right, hold on, let me grab it. Give me a second, guys. I'll get it aligned and then find, okay, can you guys, too close, too close, too close. Still too close? You can't, here we go. Okay, so now if you've got this, you want to take, I gotta get my fingers out of the way. You want to take it and you want to rotate. Hold on. I'm trying, let me see if I can get this. And I'll rotate it, and then I've got to have enough grip on it. These are not stained. These are what is it? I'm not sure. It's probably copper underneath. Okay. All right. So now let me see if I can show you what I've done there. There we go. So if you can see there, I rotated it to the side, and that's not going to put strain on the actual loop itself. And then you take your, where's the dove? Where's my dove? The dove, and you hook it on. And now you've got your dove hooked on, and you're going to do the same thing in the reverse order. And when you, here, go back to the front. Can you, I know, it's hard to focus. When you, so you have your ring. Oh, I'm just going to do a 3D here. Here, we're going to do it. Oops. Sorry, let me get this out of the way. So if this is the ring, you don't want to open this way. That will strain it. What you want to do is you want to open this way. So you pull it forward. You hook your item back on and you pull it back in. And a lot of times it'll want to stay open. So in general, the best thing to do is to take it and as you pull it back in, rock it just a little bit back and forth and go a little bit beyond. And usually doing that, you can get it to stay on really easily. Now, I do not prefer the ones that I have here. I think they look great. They have this lovely little ball at the end, but the little ball always seems to get in the way of closing the earrings back up. Let me see here. And so that should close back, and it should not look like it was ever open. It should not look like, if you did it correctly, I didn't follow my own instructions, that it was ever closed, ever opened. Come on, there we go. Did I get it? Yeah. All right, let's see if I'm too far away. We should have printed in like bright pink. Too far away, too far away, too far away. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not focusing? Woo! There it goes. All right. So trust me, it doesn't look like it was over. Try it one more time. You know what? Thank you all for bearing with us. I like 3D at Asylum Life. Oh, accessible content. Okay, yeah. Let's see if we've got... There we go. And so this should close back up like it was never opened. Okay, but that works for some things, but not everything. And the other thing you want to be mindful of, and I tell you this because I have done it far too many times, is the first earring, I have the dove pointing towards my ear, and then the second one, you want to make sure you have it pointing so that you have, because you'll have to open it back up and do it again. And I have done that about 50% of the time. It's like the toast dropping, you know, kind of thing. But that does not work on everything. And the reason it doesn't work on everything is some earrings are designed to hang like these great big trees. If I want the great big trees to hang like this, can you zoom in on me? You can't zoom in on me. Okay. Oh, wait, go over. It's okay. Oh, you can zoom in on me? Here we go. Whoop. I'll go down. If you want, that's fine. If you want the trees to hang like this, that's fine. And you can hook them up just like I showed you. However, a lot of earrings like this, you really want them to hang sideways. And if you want them to hang sideways like this, we need to be able to make a 90-degree turn. And so just opening the ear wire, I just leave it here for now. I'll hold things up. Opening the ear wire isn't going to be enough. And that's where you need the second thing, and that is a jump ring. And a jump ring is, I'm going to pull some up in my hand here. Jump rings are just little, I need to wear dark gloves or something for this, like just little rings. And they are open, right? They have an opening on them. They're not a solid ring. So you can jump things together. They should be called hook rings. So in this case, you're going to do the exact same thing that you did before, but you're now going to do it twice. And the easiest thing I find to do is you open only one of the items. This is where your 2 pair of pliers are going to come in handy. I'm going to find the opening. Here, go forward here for a second on me. Okay, can you pull me, go to the, Chris, can I, yeah. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to take the jump ring. I can't get centered here. And I'm going to hold it in between the 2 pliers like this. And I'm going to take it and do exactly what I did before. I'm going to twist. All right, and now go overhead. All right, and so this is so tricky to focus in on, right? So I've twisted and I now have it open. Hold on to it with one of your pliers. Take the, what do we call it? Take the earring and put it on one side, and then put your, oh, sorry. Take the earring and put it in. So let's see if I can get it there. See why this is new technology? Okay, so I still have my jump ring there. I have added the earring, and I've added, I'm sorry, guys. Thank you for bearing with us. So I've added the earring and I've added the ear wire, and now I'm going to pull the second pair of pliers back and I'm going to close it up. So with one little thing, I now have the earring, but if you notice, we made a 90-degree turn just by adding that extra jump ring. So having those jump rings is good for making a 90-degree turn when needed. It also is good if you have something like this tree is too big. It's a really big hole here. So there's no way that that ear wire is going to fit in here. And even if it did, it's not going to have that lovely freedom of motion that you want to have an earring to have. And so jump rings are pretty inexpensive. This is not something I was prepared for, so I don't actually have a lot of links. But if you go, my favorite website when I was doing a lot of jewelry making is Filament Gems, and they have like everything you ever wanted. If you are in the US or somewhere and you just go to a craft store, go to the jewelry section, they will have like a lot of times jewelry starting pack, and they will have the ear wires, they will have jump rings, and they will have other things. But these are like sort of the basic things. So you can get these jump rings in bigger sizes. So for something like this tree, I'm going to use, let me compare the size that I was using. I'm going to go from little, too close, little to big. And that way I have plenty of freedom of motion. The other thing you can do, though, is you don't necessarily have to have, I can't talk and think at the same time. You don't necessarily have to have a lot of these big ones. You can make a little chain with these. So if you put one on them and you feel like it isn't enough motion, then you can add another one. If you add one more, you're going to change the direction by 90 degrees. So you want to add two more. In any case, that is pretty much the basics. Now, when I opened this jump ring, I did it by hand. I held it tight with the pliers. And this, by the way, when you close these jump rings, this is where you really want this motion that I'm doing. I'm rocking it back and forth. I'm trying to press the two ends of the ring together so that it will not pull open. So that does it. Right now I have my lovely big trees. The other thing to keep in mind as you're looking at getting supplies is how much weight you think it's going to be bearing. A lot of jump rings are very thin, so the wire gauge is very, very thin. And if you're talking tiny jump rings, it's not going to matter nearly as much. But if you have a big jump ring, like the one I was just using to put the tree on, that loop, it's very easy to deform that by just a tug of the hair. You know, I pull my hair. That one's really easy to deform. So, and then you lose your earring. And in the case of 3D printing, we can reprint it. But if somebody bought it from you at a crafts show and then they lose it shortly thereafter, they might be quite disappointed or angry. You know, some people get frustrated. So I would say get stronger jump rings. Pardon? Thicker gauge wire. Yeah, thicker gauge wire. And so that's the sort of thing to look for. I think look for what they have. I'm trying to remember. I have not done jewelry making in a long time. So in any case, that's the basics of making. That's not true. 3D printing or converting your 3D printed earrings or making earrings out of your 3D printed models. So look for, there's so many of these. Look for a model. Look for ones that make sure they have some way to attach it with a hook. If not, you can always add one in Tinkercad. That's fun. The materials you're going to need are these ear wires. They're very inexpensive. Definitely get silver-plated ones for allergy reasons. If you really want to get into it, you can get sterling silver ones, and then look to get some jump rings. And that's the basics. And if you all are doing 3D printing, you probably have 2 pair of pliers. You can pick up at Michael's or Joann's or one of those places a set of jewelry making pliers, and I think it's like 4 or 5 included, that we're not using some of the features here for $10. So in any case, that's it. Any questions? Yes.
Well, there's some questions.
Oh,
about,
questions.
what kind of accessible content do you have?
Oh.
Talk about
Okay, so what kind of accessible content do we have? And I'm looking over here. We have been intending to put out more content than we have had the opportunity to do just from a time constraint. So my daughter Reese is blind and she is very enthusiastic about 3D printing. Recently, we worked in collaboration with 3D Printy on a 3D Braille cell, and he started out doing this years ago as a Braille cell, but he and I worked together with it. So I don't know if when you learn Braille, I'm not sure your age, but when you learn Braille, my daughter has something that is from APH, and it has 10 Braille cells on it, and it's significantly larger than the Braille actually is. And it's little pegs that push up and down. And she used that when she was learning Braille initially. And so 3D Printing wanted to make something that was able to be printed anywhere in the world for relatively inexpensive price and just make it more accessible. So we worked with him on that. My daughter and I are hoping to come back on and do more content. And I think we have a lot of ideas on things that we... Yeah, printing things that are helpful for the blind. We did a video where we talked about on Maker World. So Maker World is a website by Bamboo Lab. It's makerworld.com, and they have something there called Make My Sign. And Make My Sign, you can go in, and there's a Braille version of it, and so you can type anything, and it's in uncontracted Braille, but you can type any sign and then have that printed. I'm trying to think, what else? Help me remember what other, I'm drawing a complete blank. Oh, yeah, we have done 3D printed Braille dice, which, as I'm sure you've probably seen them, they just have raised pips, right? So they're not blind dice so much, but they are tactile dice, right? Does that make sense? And some of the other things that we want to do is try to bring awareness to people about what tools are available. Like we've talked about lithophanes and how lithophanes might be a way to 3D print an image so that you can feel the image. We did in conjunction with Toy Box, which has a tiny little children's 3D printer, which is really cute. They have the ability to draw a picture. It's a small picture because their print volume is small, but then you can 3D print it and feel what you drew, which if you have no vision at all, that's actually really neat. We've talked about 3D printable maps that you can give a geolocation and it can print you a vertical version of what the landmarks are. It might be buildings, it might be not grass, it might be trees, but whatever is available at that specific spot. But we have a lot of other things that we want to do, and I would say the percentage of our content is not, it's not a significant percentage is related to visual impairment and blindness, because we are primarily a 3D printing channel. But because my daughter is blind and really enjoys 3D printing, we want to try to bring more of that content here when we can.
What Rep Rap festivals are you going to be at?
Right now I will be at the Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Festival in less than a week, right? Yeah, I'll be there Friday. And then I'll be at Open Sauce, which is is that June? I think that's June. San Francisco, and the Midwest Rep Rap Festival is a question. So the last 2 years, Reese qualified for the Braille Challenge Nationals, and so we got to go to Los Angeles for that. And so if she qualifies for that, and unfortunately it's the same weekend as the Midwest Rep Rap Festival, so I may not make that one. I am going to 3D Printopia, which was formerly known as IRF, and I am also scheduled to, I'm not sure that my cameraman knows about this, go back to the Sanjay Mortimer Rep Rap Festival, which is in Manchester, England this year, and that I believe is in December. Let's see, East Coast Rep Rap Festival, 3D Printopia is right between September and October. Yes, it's like the last days of September, first days of October. So I would love to go to some, and it's not 3D printing Rep Rap so much, but maybe Formnext in Germany again. That's an amazing additive manufacturing industry event. but it's a... Ben, wait, are you talking about It's Boy in Space Ben? Send me here. Ben, you missed it. I just taught everybody how to make earrings. So, you missed it. I'll have to teach you offline. So, yeah, so I just popped in. We have some new hardware that we are working on. Like, for instance, I have a camera over here now. There I am. And I have, and I have an overhead camera up here. Look, I can show you my earring tree earring. Look at that. With lovely hair. Can I push buttons? Do these things do things? Did that work? Can you go? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, if that works, hold on.
Wait, does this work? Do I sound like... What, I sound like a little child? Hold on, wait.
What about this one? Wait, does this one work? Oh, yeah. That... So, speaking of my daughter... Wait, let me get back to normal.
So my daughter, when Asylum Life, who is in the chat, when we were setting this up, and he was here and he was giving us some help because he has, I think he has this exact one, doesn't he? Yeah, he has this exact one. And so she came downstairs, and I was not even around, and he had her set everything up, and she was in here having the best time. They weren't live, were they? No, that would have been fun. Anyway, yeah, so she came in, and they programmed some just for her. I don't know what those are. Oh, that's right. Oh, my goodness. Yes. Where's Bleep? I don't know. Where's Bleep? Was that it? No. Oh, it's back on the first page. Hold on. Applause, record. Crickets, trombone. It's not ducking. Oh, that's right. That's right. So yeah, we were doing a live stream with my daughter, and not because we have every month on the fourth Sunday of the month, we have a podcast that I do with Asylum Life Makes, and we have a guest. And my daughter had said, could she come on? And we said, sure. And she wanders in every now and then, and she brings a guinea pig so that we can like hang out with the guinea pig until the guinea pig says, I need to go home 3 minutes later. But she was mad the next month because she said, Mom, I wanted to be the guest. And I said, you wanted to be our guest? I had no idea. So in any case, she was the guest, and they had talked about all these buttons. And so the first time she pushed that button, she swore a very sweary word. And I'm standing here beside her. And I just went, ugh, because I couldn't hear the fact that she just bleeped herself. I didn't know. But she knew. Oh, what am I supposed to... Huh? Without the curse? Okay. Wait. Because I might hit the wrong one. Yeah. Did you hear me say banana? Okay, good. Yeah, she didn't say banana. In any case, yeah, so she had a lot of fun as our guest, and we asked her lots of questions. So, yeah.
Our next guest is Kaizen 3D Prints this month.
Yes, Kaizen 3D Prints. If you have not seen Kaizen 3D Prints, and I'm assuming, yeah, Asylum, you just put him in there. Holy smokes, go look at his content. He is doing fashion, and he's doing very specifically. So I absolutely love his stuff. He is taking a material, he's printing a layer of just a pattern, and then he's putting material down and then printing a few more layers and pulling it off. And he's using the, what do they call it? The P-flats, the patterned-based build sheets. So when he pulls it off, he gets this rainbow effect, these flowing things. He's making hooded cloaks. He's selling them for some people that I can't tell you who he's been contracted by, but he's some big people that he's made it for. Anyway, it's pretty exciting stuff. So, what? Oh, the Statue of Liberty. Yeah, let me show you the Statue of Liberty. So I got this filament. I've been wanting it for years from Spectrum called Spicy Copper. And I'm telling you, I saw the name Spicy. I am like such a sucker for a filament that has a really good name. So this is Spicy Copper. It is a gorgeous copper. I have no idea if it's spicy. I thought about tasting it, but I didn't. And this Statue of Liberty model is very pretty. It's very pretty. So, yeah, but here, go overhead. Let's get close. Can we get close? Can we get close? We have to focus. This is not an autofocus. We have a lens that we need. But this model printed, I mean, look at her crown. Can you see? Her crown printed really nicely. Can you see the crown? Okay, yeah, the crown printed. It's just a great model. I've only dropped it once and broke her. Oh, I broke this part off. So for me, that's not bad because I'm good at dropping stuff. So in any case, yeah. So I did want to come on really quickly tonight. We have tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow. I'm so excited. Okay, speaking of, oh my goodness. One more thing. Hold on just a second. I like 3D. So tomorrow we are wait, what?
I said remake it with the cocoa press and then eat it.
Oh, remake it with that would be.
Might have some trouble printing that.
You could skip. Well, we could if it fails. You just eat it. So the Cocoa Press is a chocolate 3D printer, and yeah, the prints are delicious. The chocolate's really good. So tomorrow we were contacted by a really great channel. It's Little Bricks Guy, and he's on TikTok. So Little Bricks Guy, and he is just the best personality. You would just really enjoy watching him. He always has a colorful mohawk, and what they do is they donate Lego sets to children when they have a need. Oh, wait. Oh, here comes some chocolate. Here comes a dog. We have a chocolate dog. Can I eat it? This is Jessie. This is Jessie, the chocolate dog from Printed Solid. This is Printed Solid's Jessie. You sidetracked me. Whoop. Here we go. Let's look. So this is 3D printed chocolate. No one else is going to want to eat it now that I've touched Jessie. But this was not our best print. If you can tell, the legs aren't the best, so it is a little bit. I'll pull it away a little bit. It is a little bit of a learning curve getting the settings correct because you have this interesting medium that melts at such a low temperature in comparison to the plastics that we're used to. But yep, Cocoa Press. Whoop, Cocoa Press. Okay, so tomorrow, Little Bricks Charity, Guy Russell said that Reese is going to get a set of the Lego bricks that have Braille. So they're Lego Braille bricks. And we're really excited about them because I have heard about them for a long time. My daughter has seen them. I've never seen them. So he messaged us and said, hey, any chance I could stop in to deliver it because I'm going through to go deliver some Legos to another hospital to some children. And Lego Bricks Charity, definitely look them up. Really great things they're doing. In any case, I was like, yeah, you can stop in. So he's getting here we're Eastern time here. He's getting here at noon. We're going to go live. He's going to go live on his channel. We're going to go live here. And he, unfortunately, is not going to get to meet Reese, but he says he's going to meet her coming back through. And I told him, I have a surprise for him about a way I think we can use 3D printing to work with him and Legos and Braille, and so I'm going to tell him about that tomorrow. The other thing he doesn't know is we're going to print some Lego bricks and chocolate and give it to him while he's here. We're going to let him see it printing. I hope he's not watching. Okay, anyway, that's all I have for you guys tonight. Anything else? Did I miss anything? Okay. Thank you all for participating. And click Filament Stories, and there is a bell if you are interested in being notified next time we go live. And now that we have this snazzy upgrade in technology. Yes, my daughter does know full Braille, and actually that's the thing that I wanted to help out with is that Lego brick set does not have the additional characters that you need, the additional Braille cells that you need in order to... Oh, crap, he is in chat. Who's in chat? Oh, he's in chat. Shh. Shh. Yes, don't just pretend, be surprised. But the thing is, it doesn't, what was I saying? Yeah, she knows, my daughter does know fully contracted Braille. However, the Braille set does not have all of the contracted Braille characters that you would need in order to go beyond grade 1 Braille. So you can only learn up to a certain point with those Legos. And I think we can do better than that. So in any case, I'm really excited to meet Russell in person with his brand new yellow mohawk. Guys, go check out Little Bricks Charity. But I will be back here. We won't go live around noon. It'll be a little bit after noon because he'll get here at noon Eastern. Right? Anything else? I have to go get packed for the Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Festival, guys. I got so much to do. Anyway, I will see those of you who are going to be there. It is lovely to meet you. I like 3D, and hopefully we will catch up again soon. Night, guys. I have no idea how to end the live. I have no idea if we're still living.